All right. And let me just make sure. All right. And we are live. Hello, everyone. I am just going to make sure that this is public real quick and tag my friend Jim here. And then we will get started. All right. All right. There we go. We're good. There we go. All right. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. If you are catching us live, say hello. Tell us where you're coming from. If you've been watching my videos for the last few days, I am having different friends come on and share their journey, their CBD testimony and journey with everyone. And I like to share everyone's testimony because you get sick of hearing mine, right? So today I have a special friend on today with me. His name is Jim Sellers. Thank you for jumping on with me today, Jim.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So I just have a few questions to ask about your journey so that you can share with us. So the first question I have is, what are some of the reasons that you kind of started taking CBD?
One of the most important reasons was because I wasn't getting a great night's rest. Tossing and turning, waking up in the middle of the night. And I think everybody knows that if you don't get a good night's sleep, you're just lost for the rest of the day. Brain fog, all those other things. And from the first time I used HempWorks CBD oil, I felt terrific. I had a great night's sleep and I woke up refreshed and I had a great day the next day.
That is awesome. I love to hear that. I agree. If I don't get a good night's sleep, my body is just not having it the next day. I get a little cranky. Uh, so sleep is very, very important.
Yeah, it is.
So how long have you been taking CBD?
I started taking CBD in March of 2019, almost a year now. Almost a year.
Almost a year.
Consistently.
Good. Yes. Consistency is the big key to having some success with CBD.
If you don't take it consistently and you're hit or miss, you're not going to get the results that you're looking for.
Exactly. 100%. Exactly. So have you ever tried any other CBDs, or was HempWorks the first one?
No, actually, I bought a bottle and it was an isolate.
Okay.
So it didn't have all of the necessary CBD that you needed to have in order to make it work for you the best that it can work.
Right. Definitely. And so what currently, sorry, tongue tied, but
Sorry.
what strength of tincture are you currently using?
I am using the 750 right now. I do 10 drops in the morning and 10 drops at night.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my sweet spot.
Yes, that's a big thing also, is finding your sweet spot. I think the biggest question that I get asked, and I'm sure others get asked, is what's the perfect serving for me? And there's not, I mean, there is one, but there's not a just blank, generated answer, because it's so different for everyone else. Like
Absolutely.
you said, yes, like you said, you're taking 10 drops twice a day of the 750. For me, I've been on the CBD for over 3 years, so my body has kind of already got it going and good and in gear. So I'm able to take 5 drops of 500 3 times a day, and I'm golden.
Yeah.
So it's different for every single person.
Yeah.
And so how long did it take you to really notice a difference from switching from that isolate to the full spectrum?
It was almost immediate because I had stopped using the isolate because I didn't really think that the isolate was doing it for me.
Yeah.
And so when I became aware of real CBD with the CB1s, the CB2s, and all the other things that are involved in it, that's when I noticed. I mean, like I said before, from the very first time I tried what I, excuse me, currently use, it was an overnight success for me. Now, that doesn't happen with everybody. I know that some people it takes 30 days, some people it may take 60 days, some people it may take 90 days. But for me, for what I needed it for immediately, the residuals that I got out of it were when I used to get anxious.
Mhm.
I noticed my whole demeanor just kind of leveled out, and I wasn't anxious about things. I wasn't troubled by things like I used to be in the past.
That is so awesome to hear. I for that is exactly right. It's different for everyone again. So my husband, he had immediate results just like you, but for me, I had it took me a little bit. It took me a little bit of time to
Yeah,
really start noticing. And I think the biggest thing that I noticed is I actually ran out my first month and I was out of it for a week. And I really noticed, wow, this is really working because once you run out, which you never want to do, you start noticing all those little things in there that it was helping you with.
that's what I saw about the consistency that we spoke about,
Yes.
was that you miss one day and you note the difference, and it may take you a day or two for your body to get readjusted again to what it's been missing.
Exactly. And so, did you have any concerns when getting started with CBD? There's a lot of myths out there. Is there anything that you were concerned about when you started with CBD?
Well, in doing the research, and research had been done for me by my sister. And so when she had talked to me about this, and it was the main reason why I got involved with real CBD, was because we talk all the time, and we had been talking about some of the benefits she and her daughter had seen from using CBD. And because my sister and I are great buddies and good friends, I decided to support her by buying a bottle. And it's the best decision I ever made because I also have a sweet blood issue.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and I have been able to deal with that in a much healthier way. And that
Yeah.
was the other reason that I decided to get involved in it. And from the very beginning, it's just been truly beneficial for me.
Yes. We were actually quite shocked. My When my husband started taking it, he started taking it just to get some energy, maybe increase his appetite a little. He also suffers from the sugary bloods, and we weren't expecting it to help with that. We just wanted him to get a little perk of energy, and so that was really one of the awesome things to it's like these new things start popping up that you didn't realize. Sometimes you don't even realize you had an issue, and sometimes you do, and that's not even the reason you started it. So that is great to hear that it's helping all around.
Yeah.
So I know it's hard to choose because I know it's really hard for me to choose, but what would you say your favorite HempWorks product is and why do you choose that one?
I knew this was coming, and it's just difficult because uh, if this had been before the convention, I would have just simply said my 750 is the best thing that ever happened to me. But we've got this whole other product line of health and skincare products, and that are just terrific. The shampoo, the conditioner, the hand lotion, all of that stuff that's hemp infused has just really. I got to be a little bit self centered here and tell you that my hairstylist sells a very high end brand that I won't mention,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
her salon. The last time I was there, after I had been using the shampoo, She told me my hair never looked and felt better, and it was so shiny. So there you go. So
Awesome.
for men, it's just fine. But to get back to the real essence of your question, it has to be the CBD. It's just, there's so many things that it has helped with. The people that I know that use it, they swear by it. And because of the purity of this particular product, there's no other that I would even consider using. So
Exactly.
I know that some people use the 500. I feel real comfortable with the 750.
That's good. That's good. I'm so glad that we have the different concentrations for everyone.
Yeah.
Um, and I know, like in our house, I use the 500. My older son uses the 750, and then of course my husband uses the 1500. So I love that there's a perfect concentration for everyone to really feel it. And I'm so glad you mentioned the shampoo, because I've always been, my go-to product is that oil because it helped me so much, helped my husband so much. But I am known for rapidly changing the color of my hair.
No,
And so that does a lot of damage because this is my natural color, and sometimes I get some pretty wild ones there. And so that shampoo has really brought my hair back to life. It's so silky and smooth. I was really truly shocked because I had actually purchased some of those expensive salon brands, and it helped a little bit. But when I got that hemp seed oil shampoo in my hair, it just bounced back.
yeah, I love them all. I mean, I use the skincare stuff on a regular basis, and I just love what it does. I mean, we all want to age gracefully.
Yes. All right. So you have actually tried another product. So this is a great question for you. I've actually never tried any other CBD, and I don't think I ever will. But what's one reason why you love HempWorks and the HempWorks difference?
The HempWorks difference is the way that the product is produced, with one of the cleanest ways of producing the hemp oil, which is the CO2 process. The other
Yes.
thing is their third party testing, which they freely document on their webpage. And you can easily find through the lot number that is QR coded on every bottle. They've made this whole process so easy to make sure that you are getting the best product that's available out there. There are probably more CBD stores here where I am than there are churches anymore. And you
Oh,
don't know what you're getting because they're on every street corner, they're on every gas station,
yes.
and everything in house with HempWorks. From their customer service to the fact that I had a customer order on Christmas Day, which was a Wednesday, it was at their place down in Georgia the next Monday. So you're
Uh,
not sitting there waiting 10 days, 12 days, 14, 10 business days, which is actually 2 weeks when you look at it that way. And there's just everything about the company, from the people. And I was going to do this at the beginning and I failed to do this. Megan, I want to thank you for being who you are, because you're a wonderful person and you're a wonderful instructor and you give us the best information out there. So allow me to do that now before we finish this. But from the top down, the people that started this company, I have yet to meet one person that isn't the kindest, gentlest, biggest hearted person out there. And they care about other people. It's not about business all the time. It's about caring about other people. And that's one of the things I like about you, is you care about.
oh, thank you.
Sure.
I am a big caregiver. That's one of my characteristics is I am a caregiver. And people, it's so funny because I'm a really big introvert.
Mm-hmm.
And most people are like, there's no way, but I really am. And but when I really get to know somebody, I really, really wear my heart on my sleeve, and I just love big.
Well, I took two psychological tests a long time ago, and one was from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia, and I think the other one was New York Times. Both of them said I'm a helper and a promoter.
Yeah.
And these products are the kind of products that can help most everybody. And I love promoting them because of the fact that they are the kind of pure product that they are. I heard the other day that there's 31 that have been certified by the Hemp Authority now. We were one of the first 13. So there you go.
Yes, yes. That is such a big thing for me is I've been in this industry for 10 years and I have to say there were some products that I didn't feel 100% comfortable sharing. And being in this industry and there's so many CBD companies popping up every single day with their fancy marketing terms and their not great lab results. And it really makes you open your eyes to everything that you are introducing into your body. I used to never really care, like, I was like, we'll just get whatever's, food, whatever food's on the shelf, whatever, it's fine. But it really opens your eyes and makes you really think more about everything that you're putting into your body. So that is good to have.
Well, in a career that I had in the, I guess the golden year. Well, I'm in my golden years now, whatever. But a job I had for 23 years in my 20s, 30s, and 40s, um, we were paid to enjoy a lifestyle that was a lot of fine food and a lot of fine other things. And now that I'm older and a lot more mature, I'm very concerned about what I put in my body, and I eat a lot better today. Because
Oh yeah.
when you live on restaurant food or hotel food, you're not getting the best that there is out there. And I've just found that along with a great diet, some exercise, and using the CBD oil, it's made compounding differences in my life and the way my body feels and the way I feel overall.
That is awesome. So good to hear. I love that. So, you're also in the CBD industry as I was one of our business partners. So, I hear crazy myths all the time. What is one of the biggest myths that you hear that you want to myth bust right now?
Oh, this is the cannabis marijuana thing. It just drives me nuts. I mean, I'm a product of the 60s, okay? And, and I'll leave it at that. But let's just say there are two distinct cannabis plants out there. One is the female plant, and that's the one with a lot of THC and very little CBD, and that's the one that gets everybody high. The
Yes.
plant that we use is the hemp plant, the industrial hemp plant. It has loads of CBDs in it and it has very little THC. I equate it to the no alcohol beer, which actually has 0.5% alcohol in it. So it's not really a non alcohol beer, but we have less than 0.3% in any of the varieties that we have. So that's what you have going for you there.
Exactly. I think that's one of the biggest myths I hear. And one of the most top frequently asked questions is this going to get me high?
Yeah.
And I say, no, listen, I'm a frequent visitor of Vegas and all that Vegas has to offer. So there are, two completely different sets of things that each plant offers. And the CBD is totally not going to get you high. It is not going to affect you that way. I give this up to my kids because I know it's going to help them and not make them high. So absolutely, that is one of the biggest myths. Thank you for sharing that one.
That's the biggie.
Yes. All right. Well, that's all the questions I have. Do you have anything else that you'd like to share with us?
No, I'm just really I just want to let everybody know that I'm really proud to be a part of this family. And if anybody's interested, they know how to get a hold of you. My people know how to get a hold of me. But it's an amazing opportunity that that's been made available to us. I look at it as a lot of people compare this to the gold rush. I look at it as when they struck that oil well in Titusville, Pennsylvania, and changed commerce forever because they developed crude oil into gasoline, into diesel fuel, and we'd all be going hungry if we didn't have those products and those trucks delivering stuff. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I know that people who see this are going to want to get in touch with you, and my people who see this get in touch with me because I'd love for the people to take the free tour and learn what this is all about.
Yes, yes. So if you are catching this video with Jim and you want to get in touch or in contact, just shoot him a message. If you are wanting to get in touch with me, I will connect you with Jim because he is also very educated in this industry. That is all we have for today. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Jim, and all of your knowledge with it and your experience. I really love to hear that.
Well, thank you, Megan. It was my pleasure to be a part of your show, too.
Thank you. We'll see y'all later, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.